Hello and welcome to Off the Tracks, your number one podcast right here on YouTube. It is the 27th of December. Ooh, that means Christmas has gone. Did you have a good Christmas?
The Christmas was amazing. I got so many presents.
Oh, I know, man. It was good. I was stuffed after the Christmas dinner. We hope you had an awesome Christmas. But yeah, like I say, across the table we do have Lewis. He is back. How are we? Are we all good?
Hello. I am good, thanks. Yeah, today has been a good day. I have been chilling out because we're not at school anymore.
It's finished. It's finished. I know. Last week, if you've not seen already, Stephanie number 5 was here. So make sure you check that podcast out. But once again, Steph, thanks for coming on the podcast. It was fun. It was a laugh. So hopefully we can do many podcasts together. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about theme parks, shall we?
Oh, yes.
So what is our subject today?
Okay, so our first subject is going to be Portaventura.
Because of Portaventura. What a park. Wow.
Indeed.
In fact, this is your number one park. Am I right?
Yeah.
Saying?
Yeah, this is my number one theme park.
Why is that?
There's so many places to go. You can last 1 or maybe even 2 days there.
Oh, at least 2 days. At least. It's brilliant. It's got, I think it's got something like over 53 rides and attractions there.
That's incredible.
Some cracking water rides, which is great because obviously it's so hot and so low. It's brilliant. I really enjoyed Portaventura. It's in my eyes, it's second. Obviously, Europa Park is my number one theme park. Then it is Portaventura. I just love everything about it. I love the theming. I love the food quality is brilliant there. The rides are really good. I like how it's set out as well. You know, in your little areas. I think overall, I think it's got, is it 5 or 6 areas? I think it is.
I'm not 100% sure. Though.
I think you got like China. You got China, Polynesia. Is it Mediterranean?
Something like that. I'm
Far
not sure.
West, and I know that they've got Sesame Street area as well. I think I'm missing one out there, but I can't think. I think it could be Mexico. I think I said that
Far
already.
West.
I think I said Far West.
West.
But overall, if you do get chance, if you are in Spain or near Barcelona and you're thinking to yourself, I want to go to a theme park, make sure you go to Portaventura, because I tell you what, the shows there are brilliant as well.
They're amazing.
There is one show which I never put it in the vlog. We did actually do a vlog there, so make sure you check that out. Where I wasn't too impressed with it. That was is it the Bubble Man?
Yeah, we did. We
did do it, but we never actually spoke about it on the vlog. I actually cut it out because we couldn't do any filming on it. And to be fair, not many people were quite impressed. The gang we went with anyway, they weren't happy at all with it all. They were just saying it's a 50-year-old man playing with bubbles.
Yeah, that is true.
Which it literally is. It says what it says on the tin. But overall, we watched the what's it called, movies, Dancing with Movies.
Dancing with Movies, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Amazing. Probably the best show I've ever been.
Trampolines. They've got acrobats. They've got I'm trying to think what else they got in there. Consider it was like a world class show as well. It's very hard to try and think because it was such. Well, we went in September. It was so a few months ago. But like I said, check out the vlog where we break it all down really about the show itself. But what do you reckon to the rides then anyway? Obviously it's known for Shambhala and Dragon Con and Furious Baco.
Well, obviously Shambhala is actually in my top 10. I forgot where. I think it's number 8 or number 7, but it is an incredible coaster.
Yeah, it is.
There's no loops in it, but it's super smooth. It's kind of like Swarm.
It's. I tell you what, it's a bit like. It's like. Is it Miko? Is it Miko from SeaWorld? Mako. It could be Mako, yeah, from SeaWorld. That kind of hyper coaster. It's a good ride. No, it is. It's a really good ride. Is it better than Mako, would you say?
Well, obviously we went on Mako a really long time ago, so I can't really.
I know
say
we need to go
it
back, but I think we are going back to Florida next year or the year after. So yeah, we'll do a vlog on that. But overall, I generally loved Portaventura. I think it's a beautiful park. The theming of it, wow. You know, the minute you walk through, it's like some kind of like a city, a Spanish city as you go through into the gates. And then it opens up and you can just see this whole, you got a lake in front of you. And then you've got, you can see Shambhala in the background, Dragon Con there as well. and you got like a restaurant, and do you remember that, the restaurant on the right hand side, and you got all them plants.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wow, I'm just saying, it's a beautiful park, it is. And I've took my mum and dad there, and they don't do theme parks at all, and they said, Daniel, this is such a pretty park. It really is. It caters for everyone. Kelly loved it. Liam loved it. He could go on a lot of the rides there. But overall, what did you reckon to Dragon Con?
Dragon Con, I think, as well, is in my top 10.
Yeah.
It's got 8 loops, which is a lot, saying, it's not one of the biggest coasters, and it's a really good coaster. It's quite smooth as well.
It is. It's one of the smoothest B&Ms I've ever ridden, that's for sure. It's a good coaster. I can't believe it's got eight inversions, I think it has.
Yeah.
But overall, to be fair, they are the most signified rides there. Don't go in there to see about 15 big coasters, because you ain't gonna get that there. I think there's about 5 coasters. Diablo, I think it is, or something like that. The Runaway Mine Train. You got Dragon Con. You got Shambhala. I think there's a few others there. Furious Baco.
Yeah. That's rough.
We have to talk about Furious Baco.
Yeah, that's rough.
Wow. We actually went on a night ride. Because where we were stopped, it was right next to Portaventura itself, and ride close was at midnight. So we were like, shall we have a cheeky little night ride on these coasters? So we went to, do you remember this, when we went there, and we queued up for about, it was a long time, when it was about an hour.
Over an hour,
was it over an hour?
Yeah.
Furious Baco, about 8 o'clock?
When it said half an hour, but it wasn't.
It wasn't half an hour at all. It was lying completely. Anyway, we got there, and it was like a wink. To be fair, we had no idea. We didn't research it or anything, did we? We didn't look on YouTube. I had no idea what the ride was about. And sometimes it's good like that, where you don't want to see it on YouTube. You just want to go there and experience it for the first time. You have nothing. We don't know anything about it. So we got to Furious Baco, and it was a wing coaster, and we were like, right, okay. And it puts you in this little pre-show thing, and we're like, right, okay. And then there's like a big giant screen above your head, and you're watching it, and you're thinking, okay, what's with the random monkey? Do you remember that? There was like a monkey, I don't know what it was doing. It was like,
just going.
Yeah, it was grabbing some ropes or whatever, and the next minute, it catapults you.
It just launches you forwards.
But the queue line was gorgeous because it's on a vineyard. So I'm confused on what's the monkey
got to do
with the wine.
idea.
It's bizarre. It's crazy. The ride itself, I think it lasts for about a minute off. It's not a good ride. I wouldn't queue for more than 15 minutes for it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it kind of it shoves it in your face when you first walk through the park, and you just see this wing coaster swoop round the lake and then go into the station. That is like the first thing you see as a coaster, and you just think, wow, that looks awesome. But then when you're on it, it's
it's not good.
It's not a good coaster at all. So would you give that a thumbs up or thumbs down coaster?
I'll give it in the middle,
No, if you had to choose, what would it be?
Probably a thumbs down then.
100%. I don't like it at all. Something what I didn't like either, one of the rides. I'm not really painting a great picture here for Portaventura, but no, trust me, it's a brilliant park.
Definitely go.
Is it Hurricane Condor?
Oh my god.
Oh, we did this also at the night time, and it was it's a drop tower
where you stand up.
However, though, at night time, and I'm assuming in daytime as well, it's beautiful views. And I mean, it's something like 100-something foot in the air, and then it just holds you there, and next minute it drops you. However, though, there is 2 positions that you can ride it. So you can either sit down or you can stand up. Now, people who have done the stand-up ones, like say Apocalypse and stuff like that, there is like I don't know, it's, you kind of, it harnesses you in nicely and you feel comfortable. However, though, Hurricane Condor,
no,
you just got a bar.
You've got something around you, and then you just got a bar at the bottom.
And you are leaning on that bar. Wow, that hurt. Because obviously the force of it as well, when you're dropping down, it's not good.
The scene's good. Like if you go all the way up.
Oh mate, you see the lights and stuff like that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful park. Beautiful ride. Sorry. You know what I noticed as well when I don't know if people have ever been to Portaventura. You always end up in Chinatown.
Yeah.
And it's really weird. You can go any way you want. You'd think it'd be like a circle, but it's not. I think Chinatown's like in the middle, so you walk around far west, then you go through Mexico, and then you go through China. I know we've got a flipping fly, Chinatown, and then you end up still back at Chinatown when you're trying to get out of the park, and it's like I want to get out of Chinatown. Do you remember that? It was irritating.
Yeah.
Even the express train, takes you through Chinatown twice. It's bizarre. It really is. But overall, Portaventura, good park. Apparently, it's something to do with it. I think it takes something like 3.5 million visitors a year, so it's doing really well. Like I said, it's got 53 rides, some cracking rides. Shambhala, I prefer Dragon Con to Shambhala.
But I prefer Shambhala to Dragon Con.
Do you prefer it, do you?
Yeah.
The queue, we queued quite a long time actually for Shambhala. However, though, if you are going to queue, make sure you go in the single riders, because we did this, didn't we? Single riders in Shambhala, and we queued up a hell of a lot quicker.
And we managed to get on the same coaster.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah, because the person I was sitting next to, this is so bizarre. The person I was sitting next to, their other half was on the front. Now, I was at the back. So I was talking to this person, blah, 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 is it your first time and all this lot. Anyway, Lewis was doing the same, not knowing that the person Lewis was sat next to was related to the person I was sat next to. It was really weird. I don't understand why that was. Why they were sat separately. I don't know. It's bizarre. However, though, it was a good ride. We did a night ride. Which one do you prefer, night ride or day ride?
Night ride.
Night ride.
Also, got to give a shout out to the person who gave us fast tracks to every coaster.
Wow, yeah, that was absolutely incredible. That was, yeah. We someone says, "Oh my gosh, it's theme park family," and they gave us fast passes. Which was really nice. So yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much if you are watching for giving us fast passes for the rest of that night, because we did quite a lot of rides with that fast pass. So yeah, that was really, really nice of them on that. Any other subjects would you like to talk about?
One of the most recent coasters at Alton Towers is the Wickerman.
The Wickerman Secret Weapon 8.
Is it?
Yeah, it used to be. Well, a lot of people called it Swait.
Yeah, I remember calling it Swait.
SW8. Opened in March, I think it was 2018.
So
however though, it didn't open 20th of March because we went there and it was closed. I think it was something to do with, I think we had really bad snow or ice or something.
Oh yes, I remember that
around
day.
that time. Yeah, and the whole park was pretty much like on lockdown. But overall, Wickerman, you enjoy it? Like it?
Amazing.
Do you?
Yeah. Besides, it's 1.2, so kids can go on it.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's a bit rough, but it's scenery.
Do you think it's rough?
Yeah.
Do you?
But it's a type of rough that you enjoy.
I'm not too sure. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. It's a great addition to the park, and it needed. And I'm not, like Steph actually said last week. I don't understand why parks, they close rides down and then build rides on top of them. Just build it somewhere else. You keep the park. Get it busy. Overall, I something about Wickerman, and I know a lot of staff there who work on Wickerman. So I'm not going to slam it down completely. But it's a good ride. I think it's a good addition. I definitely think I'm so glad it is a 1.2, because a lot of people were panicking, saying, "Oh God, is it another 1.4 ride?" Because kids obviously younger and all this lot who were not 1.4, something to whinge about. But overall, I was surprised that it was that it lasted so long. Believe it or not, it lasts for 3 minutes and 30 something seconds. Probably 2 minutes and 30 seconds is on the lift hill.
Yeah.
As it goes up the chain hill.
Oh yes.
But overall, it's all right ride.
Make sure to bring fast tracks because it's always an hour long.
Oh gosh, saying that though, I think we met up with Phil, one of my friends, and his wife, and my sister-in-law Haley. We went on the Wickerman for the first time, and it had like a 5-minute queue. It wasn't that great.
What?
A lot of people were saying though it's a bit like the Runaway Mine Train 2.0. People were making out as well, saying it isn't the all and be all. It's not a great coaster. I think it's a good coaster. I don't think it's a fantastic coaster.
No.
Far from it. But like you say, it's great. It's a great addition to the park. I just wish that they've stopped this whole tree line thing at Alton Towers, that everything has to be a certain tree height. You can't go over the trees, because I think that ride, if it was a lot taller, I think it would be a lot better. You know, I don't think it's and I was afraid as well, and I know a lot of people were afraid when they were actually building the Wicker Man, that the Wicker Man itself, Bob, as I think they call it anyway, that it was going to lose its effects, its fire effects and stuff like that during the season, and it did. Unfortunately, it kind of did. But do you remember when we queued up for 4 hours?
Oh my god, we queued up for 4 hours. We were right at the front, and then it closed down for the day.
Yeah,
And
4 hours and it closed.
It was so annoying.
And the woman on the tannoid kind of did a nervous laugh over the tannoid, saying, "Oh, you know, it's closed," which angered everyone else in the queue line, and we was all going mad. I'm all for, you know, when rides are, you know, if it needs maintenance and this and that, but come on though, you know, 4 hours and then you're right near the front. And we had to even argue to get fast passes as well. There weren't.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were quite lucky because where we were, they were giving out fast passes. But if you were just, I don't know, about 20 minutes into that queue, you didn't get a fast pass.
No.
It was crazy, you know. But overall, do you like the Wicker Man?
Yeah, I do like the Wicker Man. You know, it's just something to go on if you have fast tracks or anything.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about the Wicker Man?
Well, obviously it came out on the 20th of March.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the drop's actually 72 foot.
I didn't know that. Oh, right. 72 feet.
Mm.
So it is quite tall then. You know, fair dues, you know. I know that it costs 16
million, yeah.
Is it 16 million? You know, it is what it is. I personally, I won't queue for more than 30 minutes for the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of my kind of cup of tea at all. But anyway, there are our subjects. You know, make sure you comment below. Make sure, you know, tell us what your thoughts are of the Wicker Man, or even if you've been to Portaventura, do you think we were right? Do you think Shambhala is a good ride, or do you think Dragon Khan's better than Shambhala? Overall, you know, Wicker Man itself, it's a good ride. If you've not ridden it, make sure you ride it. It's definitely worth riding because it's got some great elements to it. Let's not slag it off completely. But overall, it's a good ride. At the moment, it's time for question time. Okay, question time. Here we go. I've got a question for you, Lewis. It goes to Harriet Dale. She asks, here we go, 1 minute. I can't even see her. Is there any rides that you have been on that you would categorically never go on again?
Stampeder at Portaventura.
Why?
Horrible. I can only describe it in one word. Horrible. It's rough. It's not a good coaster at all.
So if we went to Portaventura again next season, you would not go on Stampeder?
No, not at all.
Why?
It's horrible.
It is rough, yeah, but I wouldn't say it's the worst ride. I would say. I can mention a few others.
Hollywood.
The actual one, what I'm gonna actually go with, I would actually say, believe it or not, is Oblivion. I don't like Oblivion. I just think it's just a one-drop wonder, and that's it. Yeah. I think when you go on it once, that's it. I know these people think, oh yeah, it's the thrill of it, it's the high, it's the holding you, this and that. I just don't like Oblivion, and I don't go on it. A lot of my friends I even notice, like, Danny, do you know what? You don't go on Oblivion. I go, because I don't like it. And it's not because I'm scared or anything. It's just, you know, if it's got a zero queue and if it's got a walk on, then yeah, I'll go on it because it's why not. But overall, I could easily miss that all the time.
Someone with Oblivion, you would expect it to be the biggest drop, but Rita has the biggest. Like,
believe it or not, he's right about that. Yeah, Rita has the biggest drop. Is it in the park?
No, it's Smiler.
Is it the Smiler's got the biggest drop?
But Rita has got a bigger one.
Yeah, can you believe that? There you go.
Incredible.
So thank you, Harriet, for your question. I know you're a big fan as well, so I thought I'd give you a good shout out as well. I saw her not long ago actually. She said to me, she was like, Danny, you know what is it that you say? She goes, hello, this is Danny from a theme park family where me and my family go around theme parks, checking out the biggest coasters, dark rides, flat rides, and yes, you know it, Harriet. So anyway, we got another question.
Okay, so this question, I've got to do it as well. It's from Sean Hayes.
Hey Sean, how are matey? You alright?
And he asks, what made you want to vlog about theme parks?
oh my gosh, this could go on for a while. Pretty much, I've always loved theme parks. I worked at a theme park. And I remember saying, I think it was in one of my thank you to one of my subscribers or something like that in one of my videos where a friend of mine, James and Helen, they kind of boosted me to do it, saying like, you know, you're good with the kids, you know, you love your theme parks. Why don't you just do some vlogging? And to be fair, I have media background. I went to university and I went to college where I did filming and editing and stuff. So I thought, you know what? I might just do it, you know. And it is quite nerve-wracking, you know, when you've got a camera in front of you. I remember the first time I did it as well, queuing up. And I got a camera in front of me and I'm talking. And everyone else around is like, what's this idiot doing? I remember doing it. But do you know what? I actually I got some really good advice of some YouTubers. And they said, the thing is, though, Danny, when you're there, you're probably going to get noticed probably in that time of you recording 3 seconds. And then the minute you finish, they're going to forget about you. So just remember that. You know, you may look like an idiot with a camera, blah, blah, blah. But in that 3 seconds, 5 seconds, they don't care. And that's the kind of, you know, mentality I have now when I go around vlogging. But overall, I just enjoy it. And plus also, there is quite a lot of YouTubers out there. And there's some incredible creators. However, that I wanted something where, now I don't specifically talk about, you know, the B&M or GCI, Great Coaster International, all these technical terms for these roller coasters. I'm not there for that. I'm here to kind of push parents to say, listen, it's not all about the big coasters. There's also little rides as well. There's also play soft areas, what they can go on to. Things that Kelly, she doesn't like theme parks. What can she do? Because she wants to be part of the family going to these theme parks. I don't want her being left behind. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing vlogging. Also with height restrictions as well. You know, that's why I concentrate a lot on my vlogging on the height restrictions. So people, when they watch it, goes, oh, it is a 1.2 or it is a 1.4 or whatever it is. Yeah. You know, and that's why I wanted to put something out there so people could say like, all right, okay then, so it isn't just a guy going around or a coaster geek going around these parks and just telling. I'm not that at all. I take my family or my kids or one child with me or whoever, and then we look at what there is for the whole family. That's what I do pretty much, and that's why I wanted to put content out there on YouTube for you guys. So you know, if you've got kids yourself, or you know, you got another half who doesn't like theme parks, who wants to come with you, you know, so you know what is there for them, pretty much. So that's why I do my my theme park vlogging. To be fair, Sean, but thank you so much for your question. Anything else on this episode? I think it's episode 5. I think this is. Wow, episode 5. Jeez.
Already?
I know, already. It's crazy.
5 weeks.
I know, 5 weeks. So anything else?
I don't think so. I think that is everything.
Yeah. So, but anyway, make sure you check out our little comedy video. Would you say where we give a massive thank you to all you guys, because we did hit 5,000 subscribers the other month, and I've done like a collaborating of the year of what we've done, so make sure you check that out. Also make sure you check out the podcast last week where I interviewed Steph. So that is it. You can also catch us on our Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. You can also comment below this video if you want to keep in contact with us. Also keep firing your questions at us, and then we'll give them a shout out like we just did with Harriet and Sean. So that's it. So from me, Danny
and Lewis,
thank you for watching Theme Park Family. Take care. Bye bye.